Oh, hello. Doing something a little different today. We're not bobbing around on a lake or in the ocean, chasing after fish. I'm going to utilize my hunting license since I bought one. Today, I'm hiking into the mountains, chasing after ptarmigan. See if I can't get into a couple birds. I ended up grabbing a knockoff jet boil. It was about $60 less than a jet boil. Plan on giving that thing the old out-of-the-box test run. For now, I got about a 3-mile hike in this awesome environment. There may or may not be some spruce hen along this trail. That is not the intended target, but if one just so happens to be dumb enough to walk in front of me, well, it's fault. You know what I mean? Maybe next time this thing's on, we'll have a dead bird. Whew. Let's focus on the task at hand. This. Just turned off the main trail. Now I'm heading up the mountain. Public land is crazy. I don't know what these guys are chasing. Either bear or moose, I guess. We're gonna hike this situation for 2 miles. There is a ton of vehicles at the parking lot. Was not anticipating this much foot traffic or hunting buddies. But what can you do, right? Let's not get shot. I gotta get out of these woods. Just dying. Look at these views though, huh? Oof, the ocean. Holy moly. Awesome. Awesome views. Oh, this really puts into perspective just how fat a person is. All this for some birds and a little bit of nature. All right, almost there. Whew. My gosh. Oh, that was rough. Feel like I made pretty good time. As you can see, I am in it. I am in Ptarmigan Central, I hope. I'm gonna catch my breath and obviously eat some blueberries. Gotta do it. Oh my gosh, they're the best. 20-minute recess. If I don't see anything, head up that path and keep going. Let's get the binos out. See if we can spot some birds and chow on some blueberries. Oh, feel like I'm sheep hunting for birds right now. We're getting close. If anything, I got to the top of this mountain. Where are these birds? Where are they? All right, continuing on. Whew. Oh, we did it. Made it. Let's go through this little pass. Hopefully we've migrated out of willow ptarmigan territory and are in rock ptarmigan territory. I need some water. Whew. Oh, we found snow. And man, did we find a view. This is spectacular. I don't know what the birds are, but it's pretty awesome. I'm gonna go over there and park it. It's time to play I Spy with my little eye. Some birds. So I've been glassing behind me down there for the last 25 minutes or so, and I cannot find a thing. I can't find a bird, I can't find a bear, I can't find a moose, I can't even find a squirrel. There's nothing up here, which is shocking because it looks so perfect for something to be cruising around. I mainly came up here chasing after birds. I also purchased, I wouldn't call it a knockoff, it's a substitute. We'll call it a substitute for a jet boil. It was about 50 bucks less than a jet boil. I was also coming up here to kind of do an unboxing of this thing, boil some water, make some food, see how she works in the elements. I figured it's a good time to bust that thing out, get a meal going, because I am starving and starting to freeze. All right, let's dig into this thing and see what it's made of. So, this is it. Camp Chef Striker. Get a little closer here. Striker. 200 multi-fuel. This thing can be used with both types of gas canisters. It came with an adapter here so that you can tighten it onto one of them big Coleman gas tanks, or you can use tanks like these. I'm gonna get this thing out of the box. We'll get her lit, get some water boiling. Everything is self-contained in here, so that's awesome. Just pop that open, pull this up. Comes with a nice carrying case. That's cute. There's the base, or one of them. This is what I'm assuming is the adapter, which I'm not going to deal with at the moment. And here is the little stand that you put your gas tank on. Now we're a little bit more organized. Got your fuel tank. The orange one's the holder for these smaller tanks. And you just clip it in to the stand here. So that clips in. This is awkward. Once that's in, this just clips in. Little rivets here. They slide in, turn those, boom. And then you screw this on like so. Just as you would probably with any other one of these that are similar to this. We'll pour some water in here and get her going. I am starving. Something else that's sweet about this is it has its own starter. Over here is a little starter. So once I get this gas turned on, here, turn this. There it is, and boom. One click. Put the lid on, and we're set. Crank this thing up. Oop, other way. That is like foolproof. That worked out real nice. Whoa. It's cold. It is cold. We'll let that boil. As stated before, this is the Striker 200 multi-fuel, which is that fuel, and then the Coleman kind of fuel as well. It's just like a little cheat sheet. I was taking a peek at it. It's 1.3 liters of water. That's a lot of water. In the 14 seconds that I've started using this thing, very impressed. I feel like I gotta say it, none of this is sponsoring me. The Striker Camp Chef, not sponsoring me. Peak Fuel, not sponsoring me. It's just what I happen to bring. And I wanted to kind of do a quick review on this now that I'm up in the mountains. Oh, here comes the sun. There we go. That was about 2 minutes. Something close. Fast enough, that's for sure. So I don't know if it's as good as a jet boil. I don't see why it needs to be any better. I mean, right out of the box, super simple to get going. It is trying to fall down the mountain. It's not rocket science. Ease was amazing. Heated the water up just like it was supposed to, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. I do love the fact that it has an igniter built in. The one that I have that's a little kind of cheapo one does not have a lighter, and I always have to huff around a lighter with me, and half the time I feel like I forget it. The fact this thing has a little sparker built into it is amazing. If you're on a budget or not, just don't need the latest and greatest and best thing out there. This thing does the job quite well. It's not a bad pickup. I'm gonna finish eating this, probably pack up and head back down the mountain. Looks like we got some buddies up at the top of this thing, peeping down here as well. I didn't realize this was such a heavy-hitting bear, moose, and now coming October 1st, sheep hunting area. There's a lot of people out right now. All right, time to warm up, finish that, and get a-going. That was a heck of a cardio day. There was barely any animals. Ground squirrel and some ravens. Still got to test out the old dual fuel. Very pleasantly surprised. Got in a nice nature walk. Got to feel like I was sheep hunting again. If you guys are in the market for something of a jet boil type stove, I would highly recommend checking that thing out. The fact that it has an adapter for both types of canisters, 2 of them, dual, hence the name, is huge. Heats water up just as quick as a jet boil, costs a little bit less. Also has that little sparker inside. 9 times out of 10, I forget a lighter and it turns into a real problem. I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of this fall day and plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm heading on a 5-mile hike to go chase grayling. My legs are gonna be dead. I hope this was somewhat informative and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for sticking around.